Hello class, Dr. Duncan here, stopping by to speak with you for a few moments, highlight a couple things, answer a few questions, make sure we're off to a great start. So first things first, we completed our introduction module last week. In that module, you needed to complete your entry point quiz, your course contract, as well as your introduction discussion board. Now, today was the census date for our class, meaning if someone had not logged in or someone had not completed a required assignment, they were marked as a no-show, subsequently dropped from the class. In this particular class, the assignment that I used to capture your presence or your attendance was the entry point quiz. However, if you failed to complete the entry point quiz, but you did complete, let's say, the course contract or your discussion board, I did count you present and I was able to retain you, so you are still in class. A little bit about me. I've been here 8 years teaching. I teach an array of our criminal justice classes. I teach online as well as face-to-face. In my online classes, if some of you probably heard, or if you look on the Was It Rate My Professor or whatever, I typically like to do video announcements and also live video chats just to make the class a little more personable and really get to try to know you, because I understand sitting behind a computer, sometimes you kind of just become disengaged. It's just like, okay, discussion board, do this, check mark, check. But I like to check in with you, see how you're retaining that information. Do you understand what you're reading, or are you just regurgitating what you saw in the book? So I do video announcements like this, which is pre-recorded. I'm sitting in my office, I just shoot out something and then upload it. And then I also have a live chat where we set a time in the evening, usually around 7 or 8 p.m., where I would do a live chat where you come on and we just talk. We may go over questions on the quiz. We talk about things that you're facing that's a little challenging, that you don't understand, different things like that. Current module that we're on, module 1, the official module, closes on the 30th. Remember, each module will run from Monday to Monday. You need to have your discussion board posted by that Thursday. That Thursday, you want to have the discussion board posted just to give everyone sufficient time to reply. Because if you wait until Sunday to post your discussion board, or Sunday, Monday, wee hours of the night, and someone else didn't have an opportunity to actually read and respond. So Thursdays, your discussion board, your initial discussion board post is due. If you will notice, the book, I know this is not the best book for this. This book is like daunting. I understand. We are looking at adopting a new text. However, this is what we have now, so we will work through it together. Your module 1 quiz will cover questions from chapter 1 into 13 questions. You will have more than 30 minutes for your 13 questions. I will actually give you 1 hour for your 13 questions. So things we want to focus on in this chapter, talking about the laws of Hammurabi. What exactly are the laws of Hammurabi? A body of citizens that authority can call for assistance against offenders, referred to as what? What do we refer to those as? Then you can talk about ancient Roman strategies to deal with the fire, including the carrying of pillows and water in jars at a scene. What was that called? Being able to discuss that. Direct losses and prolonged and often hidden. So what are direct losses, and what is the effect of a direct loss? Just looking through the quiz, trying to give you some pointers on where to focus your attention as you get ready for your first exam. Metrics. What is metrics? Same thing you're thinking, right? A method of measurement. I mean, that's the same. Still, that was not a trick one. Looking at losses in a burglary. What exactly, when a business incurs losses from a burglary, what happens? There's a few questions that you can focus your attention on when you're doing that. It's going to talk about the characterizing deterrence. What is a great characteristic, or to help characterize deterrence? First of all, what is deterrence when we're talking about loss prevention, and what exactly is loss prevention? Hopefully you have a better understanding of that when we talk loss prevention, what it actually entails. With that, you have your quiz, and then you have your discussion board. In your book on page 20, you will supply a detailed response. The key word there is detail. The class is not hard, but you just need to pay attention and make sure you're providing things of substance. When you search the internet, do the internet assignment from page 48, the key word is in your own words. Do not go search and then copy and paste and put that in a discussion board and say this is it, because you will get a 0. So research, find out where it's at, put it in your own words, and reference where you got that information from. 8-week class. moves kind of fast. Make sure you communicate with me. I understand that you're probably taking an online class because you have life. You work. You're a spouse, right? You have children. You may be taking care of your parents. I understand. I definitely understand. However, it is on you to communicate with me. If it's a challenging week and it's not looking like you're going to meet this deadline for this Thursday discussion board post, shoot me an email. Just communicate, because if we have 2 or 3 weeks elapse where you have not submitted assignments, you've not been in contact with me, I'm not sure what's going on, I reach out, no response, then what happens, of course, you're going to be dropped from class. So the key thing is just to communicate. Very small class. I mean, there's no reason why we should not be able to start with everyone that we finish with. This is not a large class at all. We will do some live chats. So next week, I'll send you a link for a live chat. It's usually around 7 or 8 p.m. And this is just the opportunity for us to come on together and talk and chat. And, usually I'll go over quiz questions, or maybe go over discussion board questions and point you in that direction. Make sure you're on track. Just because I know, like I said, online, sometimes you just get lost in the sauce. Email. Whenever you email me, please make sure you put the course and the section number in your subject. Course and section number. If you are sending an email directly from Blackboard does it for you. But if you decide to use your personal or use your student email or Yahoo or Google, not directly from Blackboard, please put that information in, because I teach several classes, and when you send me an email and you're just like, I don't understand why I got question 2 wrong, or why was this wrong, and you send me a screenshot, that doesn't help me because I don't know what class you're in. So therefore, that's just going to prolong my response time if I'm having to research anything, if I can remember to even go look at it. Typically, I respond to all emails within 24 hours, 48 hours at the latest. If you ever send me an email and 48 hours has elapsed and you have not heard back from me, please follow up, because that's not me. So I try to respond in a timely manner and get everything squared away for you. So just wanted to come on, introduce myself. If you have any questions, you can always stop by the office. I would love to see who's behind the computer, behind the name. So Gilberto, Nakia, Tamara, Todd, William, Josh, Sarah, Lauren, Joanna. I wonder if that's a Joanna I had before. Not sure. Victor, Desiree, Kanisha, Chelsea, Cherie. Stop by if you're ever on campus. I would love to see you, see who's in the class, meet you. If you have any other questions, shoot me an email, call, or stop by. You guys have a great week, and I will talk to you soon.